In this video I'll be explaining the game rules of Oil Sheik. The rules overall are pretty simple. So let's get started. We start a game on a fresh and empty game board, 15 by 12 tiles. 180 cards represent each of them and are being shuffled at the start of the game. A game consists of 4 players. Every player gets 5 of these cards and $50,000 in cash. The players will then take turns and must play 1 card each turn on the game board. After a card has been placed, you can then choose if you wish to trade stocks or end the turn directly. The important part here is the order. First you place a tile on the board. After the tile has been placed, you then trade stocks. Not the other way around. So let's look at what options we have. When we place a tile on a field that is surrounded by only sand tiles, we create a digging site. This is the first stage of forming a new company. If you place a tile next to a digging site, you can choose which company you want to build. Diagonal doesn't count as being next to a tile. Only horizontal and vertical count. A tile can therefore have a maximum of 4 neighbors. If a tile is placed next to an already existing company, it'll expand that company, raising its stock price. There's a total of 8 companies that can be built in the game. But more importantly, the companies have 3 different types. China Oil and US Fracking, for example, are large companies. The start stock price is with $50 pretty high already, and they also pay a large dividend. On the other hand, the growth potential is somewhat limited. We then have small, fast-growing companies like Norway Oil. They start with a low stock price of $10, pay almost no dividends, but grow very fast when more fields are being added. You can inspect the financial info of each company. When a tile linking 2 or more companies together is being placed on the board, a merger takes place. This is the core game mechanic, and you want to optimize and form your strategy around setting up the most profitable mergers. Sometimes you either can't or don't want to place a tile at all. This can occur if you only own tiles that would create new companies when all companies are already present on the board. Or it can be useful to strategically block the progress of your opponents. The game goes on until one company dominates the map. Dominating is defined by occupying more than 70 tiles. If a merger or expansion triggers this event, the game immediately ends. Now you know all the basic principles of the gameplay. Plan your moves and optimize your investments. How much money can you make?